Overland Mountains. Exactly.
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. No choice!
Illuminate the dark!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Lunar Storm! No armor! Stop me! Remind me to sit. Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Come and face me! An astral...
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
In a bind?
Double demon fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Make a presence to me!
Rising light!
Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
Illuminate the naturally.
Where are you going?
Sword Rain Alpha!
As impressive as always.
And here I hope I was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Kiana. What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what... Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like it's incredible and also a little surreal.
Not only that, pretty ironic when...
I apologize if I dredged up on...
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud had...
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better.
True enough. I will stop worrying about...
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
No further!
Not today! Catapult!
Now you see what I can do!
Catapult!
Are those arms even natural?
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more... There's also the matter of the...
You heard what she said.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfold. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Del Faris. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Little help!
No further!
We turned the tables on her.
There are still more left.
Right! No time to hold back! Got fire!
I've got this!
All yours!
Well, looky here.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
Out of our way!
The abyssal deep.
You got company!
Far enough!
Position, precision, all a perfect 10.
That's it? Nothing else to add?
You take meticulous care of your fire. Prepare to be sealed.
Luciano, can you take care of that?
No sooner said, less talking, more doing. We won that by a mile.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Raging cascade!
Damn it!
I'm ready! I can shatter any steel! Stalagmite!
Airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Leave the enemy's arts
As
to me.
impressive as always.
No complaints here!
I can't lay a finger on it.
I prefer it that way.
Just watch and see.
Let's refrain from losing.
see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were... Hi, Hoodle!
Onward!
I never miss! Eat
Rising
dirt!
Wyvern! Take this!
Freezing storm!
Take this!
Your wings won't save you from me!
Turn the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
You're really, really strong, Elfin!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Here, still!
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah. They all kind of look the same to me.
Hi, Hoodle! Let me help! First aid!
Now I can let loose.
Shining Supernova! Hold on to your heart! Here I
Sure
come!
you survived. I shall steal you when you stand.
Do it!
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Hey! Hoodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! This will be a delicious piece of cake! Thunder Blade!
Not today! Take
Illuminate
this!
the dark!
In a bind?
Transform Holy Glimmer!
Demon
Laser
Fang!
Spear!
Double
Here's
Demon
evil!
Fang!
Raging Luna Storm!
Where are you going? Do it!
Crush! We're in good form!
Hey, that looks pretty good.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Xion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you...
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Xion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course. A delicious piece of cake.
Here I come!
Illuminate or shield!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Burn in hell!
Thunderblade! Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually,
I won't forgive you!
I can carve through armor! Begin!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Does it hurt?
Glacier Spear! Here's
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still,
Can't get out of
it's
this!
reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improved.
the heavens must be smiling.
Get lost!
I'll thank you!
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Technique. How are yours? Best not to give me any ideas. Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
La,
Yeah, we're getting close.
hold on
Opponent
to your
like this
arms.
should be easy.
Here I come.
Pierce evil!
No further! Anything in armor is all mine!
Not today!
Not on my watch.
Nothing gets
Raging
by
Luna
me!
Storm!
This one's
SD
mine!
airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like it's... You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better. We won that by a mile. Little help.
None shall escape my
Rising
judgment!
Lumber! Come and face me! It's on! Rising! Be careful, everyone! This one
Fight
isn't
better at a
normal!
distance.
I need
Further away, the better.
something.
You and I
You
both.
need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
More for the stop.
My fists are crushing it out there!
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Burn! Very good! I owe you
This
one!
one's mine!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Now I can let loose!
Barely a blip on our radar.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Thousand candles, disregarding.
Rising Lumber!
Glacial Spear!
Ender Storm!
Freeze Lancer. Don't mind if I do. Now.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed wall.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
My... Word. This must be the work of Providence.
Provo what now?
It means destiny. I bit of an exaggeration.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here. Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Renwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cislodia's...
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. And knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
We've reached our destination.
Well, if it ain't the Blazing Sword and his merry crew.
Mahavar? I can't believe you're still alive.
Course I am. If you landlubbers can make it out of that sinking ship alive, ain't no reason an old sea dog like me wouldn't too.
Yeah, but that wave hit hard. I'm glad to see you're okay. Sorry we put you in so much danger back there.
All water under the bridge at this point. You helped make one of my life's dreams come true. The ship, on the other hand, she took a bit of a beating, though, I'll admit.
Really? What happened to it? It looks fine to me on the outside.
She's fine now, but she was in rough shape when I made it back here. Engine chamber gave up the ghost. Without a lot of options, I decided to talk to the head honcho of the Dark Wings and see if he could help at all. And wouldn't you know it, Crazy Fool sent over Renan engineers to help. Can you believe it?
Renan?
Yep. Said they came from Menancia. They were real professionals. Did what they needed to and didn't give me guff or anything. I was damn near floored.
So they did the work themselves. Good on them.
Well, they did a bang-up job, because she's better than ever now. Speaking of which, I take it she's why you're here?
Yes. We need to get out on the ocean, and fast. When can we set sail?
Give the man a minute to think it over, Alphen. He hasn't even said yes yet.
It's all right, little lady. I'm a man of the sea. I'll gladly help. Hop aboard, folks.
This thing already looked plenty huge from afar. Seeing it up close makes it really hit home.
I didn't expect the journey to go so smoothly. I figured the Renans would send something to sink us.
Maybe they didn't think we had the nerve to come.
Somehow I kinda doubt that.
It's entirely possible they don't see us as a threat.
What do you mean?
That they think they're beyond our reach. Still, this structure is quite the unusual sight. Truth be told, never seen anything like it.
You're right. It doesn't look like the buildings on Lenegis at all. Or like any Renan structure, for that matter.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like the kind of thing that has people inside either. Yeah, it's definitely something creepy. What the hell is it even made of?
I don't know. It's not mechanical or biological, but it's definitely alive in some way.
Shion?
I'm okay. It's nothing.
Well, what do we do now?
We have to stop this thing from siphoning off all of Dana's astral energy. That means finding the core and smashing it to bits.
Okay, but look at the size of it. I don't know if we'll find the core just wandering around.
Good point. Can anyone get a read on the astral energy around us? Any kind of a sign?
There's a rather enormous flow of energy moving directly upwards. If we wish to follow it, we'll have to do some climbing.
Rinwell?
Over there?
Hey, what's up with you?
Huh?
You okay? What happened?
I'm not sure. When I was reaching out to the astral energy, I thought I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah. I couldn't make out any words, but it sounded like it wanted me to come to it.
This seems like a trap, right?
It's not a trap.
How can you tell?
Listen, I don't know why, but when it spoke to me, I knew it wasn't hostile.
What do you think?
It could well be a trap. However, it's also our only real option short of wandering aimlessly about.
Let's trust Rinwell on this.
You sure?
Yeah.
It beats the alternative, I guess. What did I say? Sheesh, it's like walking on eggshells around here.
Sometimes you have to choose your words more carefully, Law.
Huh? Oh, right.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I see that the interior of the wedge is every bit as strange and unusual as the exterior. Intriguing.
If I didn't see it come from Lenegus, I wouldn't believe it was Renan. Just what's...
Let's see what you've got.
You picked the wrong fight! No further!
Whatever you do, just stay away from the board!
This one's mine!
I can carve through tornado drive! Die! In an instant! Impact block!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
see what you've got.
Water, ready to go!
Burn! Catapult!
Red!
Denied!
Now!
This one's gonna be... Hey! Ha! Blow them away!
I'll cover you!
Not today!
Recover!
Power surges through me. A comfortable win.
Get lost!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
There! Raging Lunar
Holy
Storm!
Land! Ray!
Lightning
Here
Thrust!
goes!
Rising Falcon!
I'm
Lightning
ready!
Thrust!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Beckon into everlasting
Lightning
darkness.
descends! Lunar
Make it
Storm!
Alpha! Blow away! Eternal Devastation!
Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Water! Hear my call!
You picked the wrong fight!
Where are you going? In here!
This will...
Onward and upward.
This is all Dana's astral energy.
Are you saying the Renans are funneling it through here to send to Lenegus?
Sure looks like it. We have to put a stop to it, quickly.
Let's see what you've got.
Illuminate!
Your armor won't save you!
Can you take it?
Florida! Holy Land! Lunar Corruption!
Instant deity!
Gemini Aqua! Fake with darkness! By the power of
Transform!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Now!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
This seems strange. Like it should be among creatures you'd find in a forest.
Cut it out! I don't need to hear that. It's gotta be man-made, right?
Were it so, it would not be any easier to predict. Remain vigilant.
Right, here goes!
Snake of the
One
abyss
more!
will be clear for
Burn it
us.
out!
Take this!
Lightning on! Not on my watch! Now! If it's in the
Demon
sky,
Fang!
it's mine!
Demon Fang!
Now!
Double Demon Fang!
Photon! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy Speed! Now! Freeze Lancer!
Wow! Look what I just found.
I won't forgive you! Gemini Aqua!
Not today!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right, no time to hold back.
Lightning Thrust! We've got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Here goes! Burning strike! Not in your dreams! Water, hear my call!
You're mine!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Little help!
Resonate
No further! Take this!
Burning strike!
Easter!
Laser field! Here's evil!
light.
He's like trying to keep up with the wall! Now!
Mirage!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Double Demon Fang!
Prepare to be seized.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go! Whoa, hey!
Ignite!
I'm ready.
Radiant!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Nothing gets by me!
I never miss!
Rising Falcon!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
choice.
Art Seal! Deny!
Rise
Don't
again!
mind if I do!
Glacial Spear!
Rise
Here's evil!
Do it! Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
A merry
With
distraction.
darkness.
There's still more to go!
Can't get out of this! Double Demon Fang!
Will this
Eat
help?
dirt! I'll make you!
Let the
Demon
handle
Fang!
this!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Raging
Now!
Sword!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only...
This place definitely isn't easy to navigate. That's for sure.
I doubt this structure was conceived with the...
Yeah.
It's almost as if we're inside an incredibly...
A spirit vessel. If that's the case, then that would make Lena get...
Hey, have you heard that voice again since we...
Oh, so
I never said a...
the first...
Is that a sign we're going...
Where's this voice coming from?
Yeah, kind of. I hear it and it's hard to describe.
Surrounding.
Considering astral energy is involved, it's not that unusual.
Right, but it's not scary or anything.
If you think so, just promise you'll say something if the voice gets too...
I promise.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
Coming through! Snake of the Abyssal Teeth!
Shockwave
For us a pass! Swallow Blade!
Lightning
Shattering
orb!
of
Illuminate the
pieces!
dark! Come forth!
Rending
Holy
it.
Leave the
Word!
agile
Holy
ones to
Land!
me.
Ignite!
A
debut performance.
Burning crush! Water! Here
I'm
I
ready!
go!
Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Slot!
Certainly
Demon
not.
Fang! Try this!
Now!
Torrent!
Could have been worse.
An opponent like this should be easy. Resonate with the
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
This one's mine!
I'm ready! Rising smoke!
All yours, Kisara.
On your
Water! Hear my
In a
call!
bind.
Line free! Why can't they just...
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Clear for us a path.
Here's the healing art! First aid!
Okay, here I go.
Divine
Rising Phoenix!
Now!
A victory for the ages. My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think...
Discourteous, aren't you?
Hold on to your art.
Here I come! This one's mine!
Negative
We've got
double
it.
demon
Not
fang.
on my watch!
I can carve through.
Your head! It's not even fair! The water
Burn!
I'm here! Far enough!
Double Demon Fang!
Elusive deity!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
By the power of water!
On your
Raging cascade!
Sonic
The
Thrust!
abyssal
Here
teeth.
I go!
No further! Good! To be let free! Ignite!
Bronze and red! Raging
Can you
sword!
take it? Orochi Fury!
Remains razor! There! Here's now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Clock!
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will. An opponent like this should be easy.
Where are you going?
You're mine! I can carve through armor!
Go get him! Here's a hero!
Come one, come all!
Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that... Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Hear me! Flame of
Certainly not.
Here's evil!
Astral energy! Full throttle! That worked like a dream. I pity anyone who stands in our way.
We've sure climbed up a long way, haven't we?
Watch your step ahead. With no fencing in place, it would be quite hazardous to fall. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I go! Go!
In a bind!
Mega ray!
Ready, flash!
Field!
You're mine!
Let's get you all tucked
Dragon
away.
swarm! Pierce through!
Lunar Correction! I'm ready!
Eat dirt!
Here, let me help!
Here I come! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Now you
waltz.
see what I can do!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Renwell.
I'm not scared. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Vanquish darkness!
Throb.
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind.
Burning strike! Water!
Blade inside me! Yours!
Your blade moves like silk. I'll just let my instincts take over. Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Show thy mystic mercy! Stardust!
You fight better at a distance. Maybe the further away the better. You and I both.
Double demon fang!
Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Get ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
No further!
All mine.
Here I go!
You picked the wrong fight!
Mega ray! Raging
I'll
storm!
smash you!
Annihilate now!
Going! In an instant! Impact block!
We're a pretty lethal combination.
We got some good equipment.
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Dance in the wind!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Seal! Lord Seal! Not on my watch! Mega ray! Annihilate!
Portal blade!
No body slam us into next week!
Wind astral energy! Illuminate
Take
magic
this.
judgment!
In a bind.
Holy
Double
land!
demon fang!
Nothing gets by me. Denied.
Elusive deity!
The fluidity of your movements are simply incredible.
Elusive deity be let free!
I'll
Here's
face
a
you.
hero!
Now I can let
Can you
loose!
take it?
Right here now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Lunar corruption!
Everlasting
You're
jump!
done!
Make it
Thunder!
Rising
Flame!
Wyvern!
Holy land!
Ready and ready!
Hear me! Flame
I
of
can
fury!
carve through armor!
Burning
Wind!
glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Rising Falcon!
Lady Blazer! Thunderblade!
It's on!
Kazam!
Not today!
Holy reload!
Resonate
There you
with
go!
me!
Don't let up!
Plasma!
I'm expert! Coming
Lunar
through!
Rondo!
Hear me! Flame of
Rising
fury!
Flame!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. I need something to eat.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Right, here goes!
Oh, violent darting.
Come on, come on! I'm grateful. No further!
Take
on!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We work
Here I
well
go.
together.
One more.
Final time waltz.
Not today!
Now you see what I can do.
I'm ready!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to action!
Looks like it could be worth something.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be
Mind
careful.
if I do?
With the blazing sword, and with my thorns.
Shion.
Vanquish darkness!
Water! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Take this! Burn!
Lightning into the shadows! Thunderblade! Now!
Severing wing!
Demon's descent!
Flashing bang!
We won that by a mile.
No choice!
Ranger!
In a bind?
Water!
Come and face me!
Far enough!
Double pistol!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'll face you! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Now I can let loose!
Prepare to be seized of greater force. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Now! Kizara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Let the
courteous,
marksman
aren't
handle
you?
this!
Prepare to be free! No further! Blow away!
Searing flame! Reload!
Incoming sharpened!
None shall escape my judgment!
Swallow blade!
Supernova!
Goes all mine!
Banana, let's go!
Ignite!
I don't know why! I'm ready! Oh, violent darting wind! Cars now!
My armor won't
save you!
It looks like you got this one covered. Go!
Enter storm!
Wind astral energy! More with that came from! Magic water! Here's water! Light astral lava! Here's the evil!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Swallow blade! Flush! Double demon back!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this!
Ready!
Severing Wind!
In a bind?
Glacial
Plasma
spear!
shock!
Here's the evil! Now!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Dohalim's fighting style is...
Do you mean...
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse.
And he's not just skilled with the staff, either. He can also use astral arts.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to...
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge a...
No, I do that to sharpen my senses.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you...
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry?
Then, it'll be...
Huh?
It's nothing.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes. Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off!
Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
Magic is there! Here I go! Again! I'm ready!
You're mine!
None shall escape my judgment! Through!
You picked the wrong fight!
Ray!
Castle! Rising
Dance in the
Dragon!
wind! Air thrust! Photon!
Rising Wyvern!
Thunderblade!
Rising
Resonate
Phoenix!
with the earth! Stalagmite!
Be
Dance
still!
in the wind! Go! And again!
Sleep now.
Rise ready and ready!
Here's evil!
The abyssal secret.
Rising Phoenix! Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Rising Falcon!
Far enough!
Carve now!
Burn in hell!
Snake of the abyssal
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Art expert coming through! Ice tornado! Vanquish darkness! None shall escape my judgment!
Rising Falcon!
Magic is there! Cyclone! A freak! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Vanquish darkness!
More sequels?
Keep calm and take them down!
Rondo! Rising
I will heal you all!
Pistol!
Divine streak!
Let the turn!
Healing
Anything in
circle!
armor is all mine!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Annihilation! Mega ray! Annihilation!
Rising Wyvern!
Razor Cyclone!
Astral art?
That's my cue! Deny!
Shut him down!
Rotating pile timer!
May 1,000 gales carry you to dread! Hold on to your heart! Here I come! Watch and...
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation! Not in your dreams!
Is it over?
What the hell is going on?
It's too dangerous! Stay back!
Rinwell, you okay?
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balsef back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master Cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevents such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then,
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
seriously? Everything all right? You kind of looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah. You know,
Yeah?
sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You want to try being a little less cryptic, maybe? Yeah, all right, jeez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hoodle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine. No rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
Flame of fury!
A new melody will blow mine.
Here's evil! Here comes!
You picked the wrong
Freeze
fight.
Lancer!
In a bind?
Magic is out! I never miss!
Orochi
You get
Fury.
to
I
Holy
used
Land!
Pierce through.
Forming
Rising Warrior.
Don't mind if I do!
Okay,
Thank you, Gohan.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Holy Land!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Nothing gets by me!
Rising Warrior.
Shining
I'm ready. Kisara, Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Gemini Aqua!
Denied!
You're mine.
You go! Lightning Storm!
Eat dirt.
Not on my watch!
Catapult.
I'll heal you all!
Orochi Fury.
Resonate with the earth.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. We'll be there.
I'm ready! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Together, that wasn't even a problem. Guess I misread the landing. That's no ordinary.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Stay still. Can't get out of this. Flame inside me. Yours to be let free.
Come forth!
Not
Holy
today.
River! Burning
Come and face
Holy
me.
Land!
Now.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Resonate with
Hear
the
my
earth.
call!
Orochi
Feel the
Fury.
wind! Here!
Sort of
Flame of
rock.
fury! Magic is there! Hear my call!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Be still. Rising Falcon. Come one, come all. Now.
Flame of fury!
Innocent deity.
Shining supernova! Light astral blah, blah,
Pesky
blah,
airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you intruders!
Let free.
Swirling Lancer!
Ready and ready.
Photon, this one's mine! Raging
Double
Cascade!
demon fang. Burn in hell.
Now! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Now I can let loose.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah,
and Holy Land!
Try this. Explosive
Do it!
ring.
Vanquish darkness! Divine!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu. of the trash.
Illuminate
this!
the sun! Not on my watch! Reload!
Rising focus! Armor won't save you! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Annihilation! Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Sonic thrust! Tornado Alpha!
Here's the
Blow away!
I never miss!
Eternal devastation!
Glacial Spear!
Raging
This one's all mine!
Elusive
deity! Tornado! Megasonic shock! Pierce through!
Raging Cascade!
Hitting flame!
Here goes! Here's the hill!
Destruction!
Glacial Spear! Now! Evil!
Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done!
Plasma shock! Eat dirt!
Don't mind if I do!
Armor won't save you! Elusive deity! Flaming thrust! Rising focus!
Here goes! Hear me! Raging Far up!
Can't get out of this!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is? Right, here goes!
Sighted! Energy down!
Burn!
Mega Blade! This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Thunder Blade!
Flaming thrust! I'm ready! Rising
Heal!
focus!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go!
Blow away!
Is that a healing one? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be
Now!
more careful.
Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Retreat if you
your
know
heart.
what's good for
Here
you!
I come! Don't mind if I do!
Sword Ringer Charge! Elusive deity! Slash! Slash! Eat dirt!
Rotoming Ranger
Everlasting
Call!
darkness! Negative rising water! With the earth!
Glacial Spear! Burn evil! I never miss!
Sword Ring no further!
Do it!
Blow away!
Still! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Firmament Ranger!
Take this! Raging Lunar Storm!
Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more. This could be useful.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a star-
Right.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no...
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been-
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you...
My memories are out, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are it's still in the area. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground. So I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Xion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Xion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Xion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been
All right, something is definitely...
Yeah, something big by the looks of it.
So, do you think...
I was wondering the same thing myself. Whatever this thing on her mind is, if she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's... Everyone around here looks so much...
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place.
Zephyr would have been so...
Yeah, he really would have. Especially... Something bought...
Nah, I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, what's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just...
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegus.
Lenegus? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well,
Everything okay with...
It must be the heat getting to him.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so...
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land, but that's not why he's white. The real reason is...
You mean their plumage changes color
And with all this traveling we've been doing,
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to...
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors? And his stomach and sides, like... Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat
you've
making
only
him
yourself to blame
docile.
for that one.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn... We should be able to cook here.
Have you guys checked your equipment? Lately?
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to...
Gotta break through!
There! Go! One more!
Take this! Not today!
Do it! It's a duel! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Launching the wind!
Flaming thrust! Blazing focus!
Get out of there!
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly now!
An astral...
Don't believe that! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action. A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
Now you see what I can do!
Watch and
I'll
bleed!
face tank. I'm ready.
Megasonic Raging Storm!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Resonators can't get out of this.
Far enough! Cyan Instant! Straight in the sky are mine!
Are those rocks that spin?
Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat dirty, Stolen. I shall ensure you survive it.
See ya! Can you take care of them?
Things are set and done.
I only did what any other. The
Glad
enemy
you have
is
your
ours
use.
too.
We'll soon see about that.
Double Demon Fang!
You made quick work of them.
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime.
Ready and set!
I'll smash you!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Hey. New equipment!
Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
of you!
Struck! Eat this!
How's this?
Elusive deity!
Raging storm! It's in the sky! Now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go!
It got fire! Take this!
I've got this! Let him now! Astral energy! Full throttle!
We're in good form!
Hey, look at that enemy. It's...
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Do it! The flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Resonate with
Do this! Vacuum blade! I'll take you all off!
Here's a healing arc!
Ready and ready! Armor won't save you!
Dance in the wind! Lunar corruption! Far enough! In here! Grind
I'm ready!
More for the pile!
Elusive
Where are
deity!
you going? Crossblade!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky. My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Anything in armor is all
This one's all mine! Rising Phoenix!
Now
You
remember.
highly aim on the right area on their back.
Thanks, Gio.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm
Go
sorry.
for the weak point now!
In an instant! Impact block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say?
Hi, Poodle!
In a bind?
My call!
Here I
They're
come!
surrounding us! Concentrate!
Pierce evil!
I can carve through armor!
Great
If it cools up, time to get out of the way!
I never miss!
Far enough! The
The
flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Here,
let me help!
So you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword,
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
Shion.
Milky blade here! Demon Pay! Double Demon Pay!
Do it! You make quick work of them!
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I'd love to see them sometime.
I'm ready! We managed to pull through.
Guess I misread the landing.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Anything in armor is all mine. Stalagmite.
Burning
Lightning orb.
Lightning orb!
Come and face me.
Their hide is thick as armor.
How are your weapons holding up?
That's not to give me any idea.
Take this.
as impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
Surely, in an instant. Impact block. We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Rising
clock.
Wyvern. Rising Wyvern. Everlasting darkness. Moral blade.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a healing arc!
This was all mine. Can you take it?
There's more where that came from.
make quick work of them!
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve.
Turn the tables on him. Right. No time to hold back.
Where are you going?
Double demon fang. Not today.
Here, let me help!
Demon fang. Double demon fang.
Can't do it!
In an instant. Impact block.
Well then, let's keep moving. This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going. Everyone, if you fall, it will be...
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Fierce Eagle! Freeze Lancer!
You're mine!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I never miss!
Raging Luna Storm! I'll smash you!
Firmament
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Leave the chargers to me.
I'm ready! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
I'll be saving by the power of water! Hear me! Flame of Fury! One more time!
Take this!
Now!
Pierce through. Rising
Healing
Wyvern.
Circle! Flame!
I'm grateful.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dorleen. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different. For you to handle. Oh.
Not necessarily.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing. If it's in the sky, it's
Here
mine.
it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Holy Lance!
In a bind?
Freeze Lancer! Not in your dreams!
This one's mine.
infinity of removal is simply incredible.
I can carve through armor!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Sonic thrust!
Our expert coming through!
Azure Storm! Demon Cutter!
Here's a healing arc. First aid!
Okay.
Raging Snowstorm!
See what I can do!
More projectile!
Raging
The water one's mine! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
You picked the wrong strike!
Here's a healing arc!
Okay, here I go!
There you go! Don't let up! Annihilation!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
You're mine!
Now!
In an instant! Impact block! This one's all mine!
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting. An astral art?
That's my theory!
Shut him down!
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to you I can use them.
And I promise I'll always be here.
Not today!
This one's mine! Far enough!
I'll smash you! Heal!
Into the shadows! Please now! Don't mind if I do! Annihilation!
Benediction light.
Firmament breaker!
I'm in your deck, Bohemian.
Then tonight's meal is on you. Pick up.
What to make?
Freezing storm! Grind and red!
Roasted fury!
Arc sealed!
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem! I never miss! It looks like you got this one right!
Far enough!
Lightning
I can
condemned!
carve through armor!
Thunder confiscated! Mega ray!
This one's
I'm
all
all
mine!
right. Mega ray!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Take this!
Go!
Okay, here I go!
Dance in the wind!
Dance in the wind!
Carried away! Surely! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Thanks, Sion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
I'm all caught up!
Not today!
Annihilation! Art expert coming through! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do. Just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alvin!
Watch and learn. That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants.
It felt like it had a different aura than...
Yeah, it wasn't like...
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping.
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light,
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least...
I can feel my precision.
What do you know? Another big fight.
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them...
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go
I thought you liked the opportunity.
against those. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue.
Hey, is that it over there?
Alvin?
Did you remember?
No, but this is it.
3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take...
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all.
The past meets the... I really am from a...
Yeah, but you've got...
Not only that, but you've helped...
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us.
Right.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be... However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we...
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my...
So we've just got to sit around here and wait.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we...
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back? We should prepare ourselves.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate...
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no...
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegus? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're headed...
No offense taken. And this is no picnic for me, either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and I don't think we'll be able to avoid a...
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegus?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Doha. And it's not just us. If places like
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Shion? Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion, Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, It will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first. But ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way. Alvin!
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some end of the world.
I believe Shion is telling the truth.
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to...
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands. So many...
So where do her thorns fit in?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all.
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of...
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast... Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian, when her thorns went wild.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? But why would they want to destroy...
As for that, I really cannot say for certain.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like...
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a myth, especially when that deception...
Dohali?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we... As for what the final picture will look like, who can say?
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, that? Now...
Compared to what Shion's go... Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain...
Yeah.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like she really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you...
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday...
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that does... I have my own dreams. But a world without her, where she'd...
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm... Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard,
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all... I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. I just figured that was the... But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to...
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could...
I'm sure it made her happy.
You...
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, you were a good friend to her before.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want... When you think about it, but over time, we've all found ways to let each other in... No, I mean, I hope she's able... I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought it's like a completely different world was spinning.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was...
You? But you're the one always looking...
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all.
At least you figured it out.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world...
I know. No lone wolf.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say.
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest.
I guess he couldn't say anything.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the will need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point.
Yeah. Hey, you do...
As much as I try to look like I have things...
You're not the only...
Hey, do you That's okay. It came so natural. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to... I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword. But after that day, one time became two. And before, it didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared of then. Everyone else started to call me their friend too. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But
Shion.
But then, I realized... I'd only really been... Don't worry, it's okay. I've met too many people along the way so I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate. I don't know how we're going to do it. But I won't let the world...
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. I swear I'll be there.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia?
Yeah.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.